This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.
Third generation owner of Polly Eyes in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polyeyesgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polly Eyes Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TT Craner Field and Tiger Girls Soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Tonight, the Tigers face a tall task. Number 2 ranked Dallas Center Grimes. The Phillies come to town, coached by Dan James. They are 6-0 overall, 1-0 in the conference, taking on your Grinnell Tigers, coached by Brad Hall, and they have a record of 2-1, including overall, and 1-1 in the conference. Little Hawkeye Conference well represented in the high school rankings, according to the Iowa Girls website. There are 3 teams from the Little Hawkeye Conference in the top 15 rankings. Norwalk is number 1, DCG, Dallas Center Grimes, is number 2, and Pella checks in at number 12. So once again, Little Hawkeye Conference, as they have been with most sports, they are well represented here in the Little Hawkeye Conference. They were gesturing up here as why I paused. I think they're trying to get some time put on the clock, but the official, Mr. Blanchard, is talking to the captains, and we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups here in just a moment. So Tigers, of course, coming off that loss to Newton last week in a wet, rainy, windy condition. They had been outscoring their opponents 18 goals to none in the prior 2 games before Newton, but then Newton came in and really put the clamps on defensively and shut the Tigers out, and Newton came away with the victory 2-0. And of course, as I said, the Tigers come in tonight facing a very solid Dallas Center Grimes Phillies squad, again ranked number 2 in the state according to the Girls Union. And what do you say about that? They're just very solid. I'm sure they're sound. They have a pretty good roster of players. Looks like the coin toss is over. And Dan, let's take a moment to salute those sponsors that help us bring these games home and help us make these broadcasts possible.
Absolutely. So tonight the main sponsors for the evening is Poly Ice Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, our Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars, the Dairy Barn, and our Grinnell Booster Club. Our scoreboard is sponsored, as always, by Grinnell Mutual, which has been a faithful sponsor of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network from the very beginning. And then also our two halves will be brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm.
Very good. And some you look at the Dallas Center Grimes schedule and the roster, some pretty impressive things jump out at you. They have played 6 games. As I said, they are 6-0. They have allowed only 2 goals in 6 games. That was back on April 9th versus Trainer. They won 4-2. Otherwise, they have shutout, 2 goals and shutout. In their last game out against Glenwood on April 9th, they beat Glenwood 8-0. So the Tigers, of course, have a tall task tonight. They know what they're up against. But you know what? As a competitor myself, this is why you lace them up. I relate things to basketball, but this is why you put the cleats on and why you practice and play. You want to measure yourself against the best, and DCG's coming in here with all the props, and as well they should be. They're a very solid club. And I believe they got to the states. I believe they got to the one game before state last year. So a very solid team coming in. And they're led by Kylie Neef, a sophomore. She has 4 goals on the season. Also, Avery Korshing has 8 goals on the season as well for them. And Ella Forsyth, not to be outdone, comes in with 6 goals on the season. Of course, Tigers led by Ivy Schmidt, the senior forward. She has 8 goals on the season and also has 4 assists. Olivia Renzi is the goalkeeper. She has 15 saves, giving up 2 goals for an 88.2% goals save average. So again, decent weather, a little windy out here, not certainly a lot better than it was last week. Of course, that bar was not set very high for last week. Last time the girls were playing out here, it was cold, wet, windy, rainy, and just everything else you want to say. Hopefully the weather will hold off. There's a chance for some rain and maybe some storms later on tonight, mostly in western Iowa. But we are getting set here for some soccer action as the Tigers are being introduced, and we will take this break, let you hear from those fine sponsors helping us bring this broadcast to you. As you tell, you're listening to Grinnell Tiger Girls Soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, 3rd generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Maid and Broad Street.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Poly Ice Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, and the Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars.
All right, they've had the introduction of the starting lineups. They've had the national anthem. Now the players, the Grinnell Tigers, are huddled out on midfield, or just a little bit to the right of midfield in their team huddle, getting themselves geared up for the match. And right next to them, Dallas Center Grimes huddled up with their coaches. Tigers are huddling by themselves as a team. Dallas Center Grimes huddled up with their coaches. They break huddle, and we are getting set for soccer action. Glad to have you aboard on this Tuesday evening here on the Tiger Sports live stream network as we bring you high school soccer in the spring, both Tiger girls and boys games. Tonight, the girls taking on, as we said, a very highly ranked Dallas Center Grime Phillies team. And it looks like Grinnell is going to get the ball first. Senior midfielder Ivy Schmidt sets to put the ball in play. Waiting for the official signal from the referee, Mr. Blanchard. Again, 2 40-minute halves take place in high school girls soccer and boys soccer with a 10-minute halftime. Here we go. Tigers control. Back over now. Across the midfield. Trying to center it up to Ivy Schmidt. Gets past Ivy. Trying to clear out of there by Alexa Hendricks. It gets knocked out of bounds. Dallas Center Grimes with a throw in. Quickly to throw it in. Tigers kick it away. Try to clear it out of the zone. Back in the front zone. The offensive end for the Phillies. Out of bounds off the Phillies, and looks like it's going to be a Tiger throw-in. Try to get it in, and that pass knocked down by DCG. Kicked over to the middle. Trying to get it now to Shiloh Smith. Shiloh Smith gets it past Mariah Van Ersveld. And now DCG intercepts it, trying to control it for the Phillies. It was number 12, Cameron Smith, but it goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will throw it in. Bridget Blanchard throwing it in now for the Tigers. Throws it right to Ivy Schmidt. She knocks it down. Van Ersveld kicks it loose, but it gets over and taken away by the Phillies. Pass now back to the center. Avery Corshing, their leading goal scorer, had it there in the middle. My guess is she's going to hang out there in the middle quite a bit as they're going to look for her. Now they try to get a starting pass into Ella Forsyth. Knocked away, though, by the Tiger defense. Phillies maintain control. They're resetting their offense over and out of Forsyth. Doing some footwork, trying to get around the Tiger defender. Can't shake past her, so she sends it back out to the middle, and the Phillies will reset. Chasing the ball down for the Phillies is number 21, Emma Smith. She gets it back to the center, but it's intercepted by the Tigers. Here comes Grinnell on the attack. Taylor Smith now trying to advance the ball. She gets it poked away by Kylie Neef, and back come the Phillies. Neef over now to Alexa Grill. Grill tries to get a starting pass for somebody. It gets kicked out of there by McKenna Smith. Straight up in the air. Phillies do control it. Still in the offensive end of the zone. Off Grinnell out of bounds, and the Phillies will get a throw in. Caroline White now throwing it in for the Phillies. Just underway here. 2 minutes gone in this first half. No score between Grinnell and Dallas Center Grimes. A throw-in pass, trying to get it in for a header for the Phillies, but knocked away by the Tiger defense. Here comes another one. This time a header attempt by the Phillies goes wide of the goal. And Olivia Renzi, the Tiger goalkeeper, watches a sail ride, and the Tigers will put the ball in play on a goal kick. Looks like Smith kicking the ball in for the Tigers, gets it out to about the 30-yard line, chased down by the Phillies. Alexis Gill gets it. This time a big collision between Shiloh Smith and Emma Smith, and Tigers maintain the ball. Ivy Schmidt now with the ball trying to advance. Has Van Ersveld on the left side. Schmidt trying to advance it past the defense, and good defense, but kicked away by Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith with the Tigers in control. Tries to get it to Ivy, tries to lead her downfield. A little too far. Now Ivy battling with the Philly for control. Wrested away, and then the Phillies clear the zone. Back quickly now to the Tigers. Dallas Center Grimes trying to advance. Here comes Avery Corshing, their leading goal scorer. Ella Forsyth tried to kick it towards the center, but it goes out of bounds. I believe it was deflected off a Tiger, so the Phillies will throw it in. Corshing tells the throw in to throw it back towards the middle. So now the Phillies do a center ball, trying to get a header going. Again, a little too tall. That was Cameron Smith down there right in front of the goal, trying to get a header in. But too tall, it goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will play it on a goal kick. So far, in the 4 minutes of action we've had, it's been almost exclusively in the Tigers' end of the field. The kick in, headed out of bounds by DCG. Tigers will throw it in. Blanchard comes over to throw it in for the Tigers, looking now for Smith or Van Ersveld, and knocked down by the Phillies. Ball booted up in the air, headed by Taylor Smith, down to Shiloh Smith, and here comes Smith on trying to advance, but poked away by DCG. Here come the Phillies on the attack. Forsyth couldn't maintain control, kicked out by Grinnell, and a battle for in the Phillies' end. Good battle they're going on, and the ball gets kicked loose and it goes out of bounds, and they are pointing. They're going Grinnell ball. Little hesitation there by the far side official, but I think that was the right call, and Tigers will throw it in. 5 minutes gone here, 35 minutes left to go first half. No score between the number 2 ranked Phillies and the Tigers. Now a battle here at midfield. Shiloh Smith battling. Number 14, Alexa Grill for that ball. Now Van Ersveld ends up battling Cameron Smith. She kicks it over to her teammate. Emma Smith goes out of bounds. Tigers with a throw in. Blanchard quickly scoops the ball up. Tigers want to throw it in quickly. She gets the throw in, trying to hit Van Ersveld or Schmidt. Schmidt knocks it up in the air, headed down by Smith for the Tigers on the head of the DCG player. And Ivy Schmidt tries to get control, but it gets away from her and picked up by Kylie Neef. Neef now sends it back over to Forsyth. Forsyth gets it poked away by the Tigers, and it goes out of bounds off Grinnell. Phillies have the throw in. Quickly, they throw the ball in, right back to Neef. Neef lost it momentarily, gets it back, now has control. Trying to advance it, gets it knocked away by Blanchard. Chased down with the Tigers, and Shiloh Smith wins that battle. Shiloh now trying to advance it. She gets it upfield. Ivy Schmidt trying to track it down a little too far, but Alexa Hendricks will beat her to it. Beat Schmidt to it, and there's a little bit of going on there, and we play on. Schmidt gets knocked down, and we play on. Now the Phillies get the ball down the field into the Tiger zone, but a nice easy save for the goalkeeper, Olivia Renzi. She scoops it up and is going to go ahead and punt the ball back into play. Headed down by the Phillies now, almost taken away by Corshing. Back to Gill. Gill looking for Forshing on the right side. Tries to center it. Nobody there for the Phillies, and kicked away by the Tigers. McKenna Smith back there on defense. Corshing again trying to make some moves. Couldn't get past the defense. Good defense by the Tigers. And the ball was centered downfield. And here comes Ivy Schmidt, and she got loose. The defender overran it. Ivy with a shot on goal. Sails wide with that wind. Goes wide to left, but it was a shot at the goal from way out. And the Phillies play it in. Goalkeeper Maya Fritz kicks it over to Emma Smith. Smith tries to get it upfield to Neela Williamson. Williamson missed the ball, but Phillies maintain possession. Now gets knocked back in to the Tigers. Sydney Miller gets it down, trying to hit Schmidt, but ball's intercepted by Hannah Renz. Renz now gets it up ahead. Little tussle there with the Tigers, but the Phillies maintain possession. Now centering pass down to the forwards, and we have a whistle. Offside against DCG. And Grinnell quickly puts it in play, but knocked down by the Phillies. Ivy Schmidt lurking around, trying to gain control of the ball. Ivy kicks it back, trying to get over to Sydney Miller, but it goes off Ivy's foot. Oh, Sydney does save it in. It's a live ball, so Phillies have to come up and play it. And Maya Fritz scoops it up for the Phillies. That ball was heading out of bounds. The Philly players kind of thought it was going to go out of bounds, but good hustle by the Tigers to get there and almost have an opportunity. Now Dallas Center Grimes quickly gets it downfield. And McKenna Smith on the defense there. It does go off of Philly, so Tigers with a throw-in. And Smith's throw-in goes out of bounds. And now Dallas Center Grimes will throw it in. Emma Smith. A lot of Smiths out here today. She tries to throw it in, goes off the Phillies, out of bounds, off Ella Forsyth, and the Tigers will have it played in with a goal kick. All right. They are now known as the Mustangs. My apologies to all the Dallas Center Grimes fans. I will try to get it ingrained, get it through the cement that they are now the Mustangs. That's right. I remember that from basketball. I appreciate folks listening and helping me out here. Because if you ask anybody, especially my wife, I need all the help I can get. 31 minutes left to go here in the first half. No score between Dallas Center Grimes and the Tigers. The Mustangs, ranked number 2 in the state, 6-0 coming in. Ball dangerously loose there in the Tiger end. Tigers couldn't clear it. Now Corshing tries to send it over. Gets it to Forsyth. Forsyth trying to maneuver around to get a shot. Lots of defenders around her. Now Corshing with the ball looking to get a shot on there. Goes a shot and is knocked down by Renzi. Didn't have a lot of zip on it. Corshing couldn't quite get the speed on it she wanted, but it was a shot on goal saved by Renzi. Mustangs play it in, but now they quickly get control back. And here they come on the attack again. Van Ersveld battling Corshing for the ball. Now Taylor Smith coming up. Wins that battle. Tries to set it over to Ivy Schmidt, but it's knocked away by the Mustangs. Williamson knocks that away. Now over to Alexa Gill. Gill tries to get it down the field to Cameron Smith. Goes out of bounds. Deflected off a Tiger, so the Mustangs will throw it in. No score here between Dallas Center Grimes and Grinnell. We've played just about 10 minutes here, a little over 10 minutes of action. Now Dallas Center Grimes trying to get a centering pass. Nobody home. Goes out of bounds past the end line, and Tigers will play it in on a goal kick. Again, one thing you're seeing if you're watching this at home, the vast majority of this action has been in the Tiger end. So good defense by the Tigers so far to keep this high-powered Mustangs offense from scoring. Going to be a corner kick now for the Mustangs. Corshing will do the honors. And here she goes. Ball's up in the air. Header coming in. Nope. Went through everybody. Nobody had a shot at header. They tried to give it a kick in the air. Misjudge it. Goes off a Mustang player out of bounds, and Tigers will play it in. Sunny skies, but pretty windy out here at TT Cranny Field today. Not at all like last night, like the boys were. It's warmer, but there was no wind last night to speak of. Tigers wanted a handball there, no call, so the Mustangs play on. They are in control, try to get the ball centered up, poked away by the Tigers. Over now to Kay Widner, and she boots it out of bounds, and the Mustangs will throw it in. Quickly running down to get it is Emma Smith. She looks to throw it in. Tries to get it in to Corshing. Batted away, though, by McKenna Smith for the Tigers, so we throw it in again for the Mustangs. Here comes a throw in. Corshing has it. Tiger player gets knocked down, and a whistle, and a foul called on Dallas Center Grimes. Tigers are going to play it in. They kick it back to the goalie, and McKenna Smith will put the ball in play for Grinnell. .27 minutes left to go here in this first half. No score between Grinnell and Dallas Center Grimes. Centering pass headed away by the Mustangs. Alexa Gill heads it out of bounds. Tigers will throw it in. Bridget Blanchard comes to throw it in for the Tigers. And they are really on Ivy Schmidt and Vanders. There's 2 Tiger offensive players and 3 Mustang defenders there. Now we're trying again. Try to get down to Schmidt. She gets the ball knocked down, but gets knocked away and controlled by the Mustangs. Now they try to get it down the field, but knocked away by Grinnell. And trying to get the ball down inside, but again booted out by the Mustangs, Emma Smith. Mustangs maintain control on the far side, trying to advance the ball. Gets the ball past everybody. Here comes a foot race, and Renzi has to come out and pick it up. Corshing was flying and gaining ground, so Renzi came out and scooped it up, prevents the threat. Now Tigers try to clear, but they don't, and the Mustangs try to shot on goal, and that's scooped up by Olivia Renzi. That was Kylie Neef taking that shot. So 2 shots on goal for the Phillies, none for the Tigers. Tigers just cannot get it cleared out of their zone. They get it to midfield, and then the Mustang defense or midfielders just boot it back in play to give the Mustangs a chance. That ball was kicked out of bounds by the Mustangs. And I believe it will be a Grinnell throw-in. Yep, Tigers will throw it in. Looks like Lauren Pease is throwing that ball in now. Tries to get it to Van Ersveld. Shiloh Smith right there trying to maintain control. And fighting for it was Gill for the Mustangs. It goes out of bounds off her. Tigers will throw it in again. Lauren Pease again to do the honors. Throws it overhead. Tries to get it down to Sydney Miller. Again, a Mustang defender right there. Knocks it out of bounds. Tigers will throw it in. This time a little bit closer to midfield. Pease throwing the ball in. Trying to get it down to Schmidt. Schmidt was pushed there in the back. Looked like. No call. That's what we play on. And now the Tigers trying to get control. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt tries to get past the defender. She has a bit of room there, but here come three defenders very quickly surrounding Schmidt, and the ball gets poked away. And just like that, that threat is ended. Mustangs try to clear it. They can't. Now we have an offside. The ball was brought back out, and Grinnell didn't retreat, so it's offside Grinnell. Mustangs kick it in. Van Ersveld tries to knock the ball down. Mustangs try to get the ball down the field. And just passed, almost a breakaway for Ella Forsyth, but knocked away by McKenna Smith. And that's hit out of bounds by Grinnell. And now we have a substitution for the Mustangs. Coming in is number 1, Alex Hoffbauer. And going out is number 14, Alexa Gill. Mustangs will throw it in. Emma Smith throws it in. Ball bounced around. Still in control of the Mustangs. Nice footwork by Korshing. She gets it out to the middle. Over to her teammate, Caroline White, who's in the game for the Mustangs. Schmidt there battling for it. Now Schmidt tries to advance it downfield. Ball gets knocked up in the air by the Mustangs. Controlled down by the Mustangs. Now booted up in the air deep. And let's see, the Tigers going to let it go out of bounds. Yes, it goes out of bounds before Korshing could get there. So the Tigers will have a throw in. 23.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. No score between Grinnell and Dallas Center Grimes. The throw-in goes out of bounds, so the Phillies throw it in. Quickly, they get it in. Van Ersveld knocks down the throw-in. Ball goes out of bounds off of Van Ersveld. Cameron Smith set to throw in for the Phillies. Tries to find Korshing. Gets kicked out to the center by the Tigers, but now maintaining control is Williamson. Now we get a shot on goal that time by Forsyth, knocked down by McKenna Smith. And back out here come the Tigers. Ivy Schmidt trying to advance. Ball gets away from her. Kicked back by the Tigers, and they clear it out. Going for it now is Shiloh Smith. Shiloh Smith takes the tumble, and they did call a foul on Dallas Center Grimes, so Grinnell will kick it in from center field, over to the midfield. Center field's on the other field over that way, across from us. All right. McKenna Smith trying to get a long ball down. Booted up by the Mustangs and controlled by Kylie Neef. Neef now trying to advance it. And she has Korshing on the right side. Korshing down by herself in the corner. McKenna Smith watching her. Korshing with a stunning pass. Scooped up by Renzi. Lost the ball for a minute, but gets it back and averts the Mustang threat. That was Kylie Neef right down there. Trying to dig it out and have a shot at it, but good quick hands by Renzi. Scoops it up. Now the Mustangs filling in again, and just knocked away. A long goal attempt that time by Korshing. Had some spin on it, and Olivia Renzi just dove and punched it away. Should be a corner kick for the Mustangs, but wow, nice save by Renzi. That's her 5th of the match so far, and we're just about halfway through. Korshing to do the corner kick. Coming in now, a header attempt by the Mustangs, and cleared out by Grinnell. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt trying to work her way back around. She kicks it back towards the center. Taken away by the Mustangs. Now a shot on goal. Tipped over and up and in. Off of Reggie's hands and in the goal for the Mustangs. Looked like that was number 11, Kylie Neef, with that goal. Pair of substitutions coming in now for Grinnell. Number 1, Tasha Eichner, and number 6, Josie Smith checking in, replacing Shiloh Smith and Mariah Van Ersveld. So at the 19th minute, Dallas Center Grimes gets the goal and they lead 1-0 here on high school girls soccer on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Tigers now trying to get the ball out of their end. As I've said, it seems like we've spent this whole entire half with the ball in the Tigers' end here. They get it across, trying to throw it into Schmidt, but over her head and controlled by the Mustangs. Mustangs playing it back, looking to go on the attack, knocked away by Grinnell. Schmidt gives chase, nothing there, and the Mustangs maintain control. Now kicked away by Hausberger, goes out of bounds, and the Tigers, or rather the Mustangs, will play it in. Ball knocked up in the air. Again, a Mustang, some contact. Player goes down, no call, incidental. Mustangs play it in. Now they're trying to get it down the field for an attack. Goes off the back of a Philly player. And let's see, they blow the whistle, and the official's coming in and saying, nope, it's going to be a throw-in for or a kick by the Mustangs. All right. He must have called a foul or violation on Grinnell. So Mustangs are going to get a kick from about the 20-yard line or so. The assistant referee is measuring it off, telling the players where they can stand, how close they can be. And that's Avery Korshing, the leading goal scorer for the Mustangs, set to kick it in. Put it in play. Here we go. Korshing, ball, gets the ball up in the air. Trying for a header, goes over everybody to the goal, wide of the goal, knocked down by the Tigers and kicked out by the Tigers. Mustangs with a throw, and quickly Mustangs get it in. It's Knief with the ball. Over now to Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith tries to center it. Goes out of bounds over the net, and the Tigers will kick it in. Tigers boot the ball out to about what would be the 40 with this football. And you got Ivy Schmidt battling Cameron Smith for it. Now Smith gets the milk from her teammate Kylie Neef, and they take it away. Nice footwork by the Mustangs there. Tigers try to clear it, get out of the zone. Here comes Schmidt. Knocked down by Neela Williamson. Kick to the body, gets the ball back to the Mustangs. Here comes Korshing with a nice hard shot. Was deflected a bit, took some speed off it, and that allowed Renzi to scoop it up. And it was wide of the net anyway, but Renzi scoops it up, and she boots it in play. Carolyn White gets the control for the Mustangs. Tigers try to clear it out of there. Didn't get very far. Mustangs maintaining control of it here. And now headed down by the Mustangs. Williamson gets the header down, trying to get it down to Carolyn White. But Renzi comes out, scoops it up, and boots it out to midfield. Knocked down by Eichner. Trying to control it, but the Mustangs take it back. Neef with the control. Over now to her teammate. On the far side there, trying to get a centering pass, blocked out by the Tigers. And they will throw it in. They being the Mustangs. Substitutions in now for the Mustangs. Number 6 coming in, Kayla Mills, and number 14, Alexa Gill, replacing number 17, Carolyn White, and number 12, Cameron Smith. Mustangs throw it in. I got almost all the way through the half without saying it, but I did. Mustangs throw it in. Battling is Eichner. Mustangs get it back to center, and they reset. Now Kayla Mills with the ball. Tries to get it to the center to Korshing. Tigers knock it down. It goes out of bounds. Ooh, they say off of Grinnell. Okay. So the Mustangs throw it in. Kayla Mills set to throw it in. Oh, there's a shot. Ooh, and poked away by McKenna Smith. The ball is loose in front of the goal there. And Ella Forsyth had a shot at it, but it's poked away by McKenna Smith. Now here comes Korshing on a shot with her left foot. Tried to get it to spin under, but over the net and out of bounds. Way out of bounds across the track. And the Tigers will play it in. 16 and a half minutes left to go here in the first period. Dallas Center Grimes leads Grinnell 1-0 on high school girls soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Chris Juni alongside Dan Walker. Glad to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. Mustangs come into this game undefeated, 6-0, and ranked number 2 in the state, according to the Girls Union. Schmidt now battling the Mustangs there. That was Hoffbauer, but it goes off Hoffbauer out of bounds, so the Tigers will get a throw in. P set to throw it in for the Tigers. Looking for a teammate, now gets it over to Sydney Miller. She tries to boot it ahead to a Tiger teammate a little too far. Miller again tries to get it back to Eichner over her head, and now it's a battle and a foot race back in the Mustang zone. The Mustang in. Here comes Korshing, streaking down with that speed and couldn't quite get caught up to it to get around to center it, and the Tigers will play it in. Substitution coming in now for the Mustangs. Number 3, Landry Glasgow coming in, replacing number 15, Ella Forsyth. So Glasgow in for Forsyth. Glasgow a freshman. And here comes the Tigers set to boot it in. Ball up in the air, headed out by the Phillies. That was Gill heading the ball out off of her, so the Tigers will throw it in. Bridget Blanchard to throw it in for Grinnell. Takes a big wind up, tries to throw it down to Schmidt. But again, 2 Mustang defenders surrounding Ivy Schmidt. Gets knocked out, and we try it again. Blanchard tries to get into Schmidt. It's not there. And knocked away by the Mustangs. Now they're quickly going down, and they say she just caught it. Good speed and hustle that time by the Mustang player to keep the ball in bounds. Tigers get it clear for the moment, but now Mustangs back, Mustangs back on the attack. And Ivy Schmidt was trying to get turned around to center it, and the Mustang player wouldn't leave her alone, so she just booted out of bounds, and the Mustangs throw it in. Now poked away by Smith. And now the Mustangs trying to get it around. Williamson gets it down. Over now to Mills. Mills on the right side trying to get turned to get a centering pass. Nothing doing. Goes off her out of bounds, and the Tigers will get the goal kick. 14 minutes left to go here in the first half. Dallas Center Grimes leads Grinnell 1-0 on Tiger Girls Soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Again, the Tigers get the ball out, but they just cannot seem to clear it out of this end, the Mustang offensive end. And now another throw-in for the Mustangs, and it goes out of bounds past everybody. And I believe the Tigers will play it in from their goal. Substitution coming in now for Grinnell. That's number 4, Shiloh Smith, coming in. And she was replacing number 5, Taylor Smith. So once that substitution is gone, now the whistle is blown for play, and here we go. Tigers booting it a low kick, handled by the Mustangs. Over now to Korshner. Korshner battling Kay Widner for that. Widner tries to clear. Schmidt out the center, trying to get it back. Now the Mustangs play it back to their defenders. They pass it around and try to get an attack going. Gets past the Mustang player. Knocked out momentarily by Shiloh Smith, but back in control of the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to control on the far side, but it goes out of bounds. And the Tigers will throw it in. Dallas Center Grimes scored on a goal in the 19th minute. And that has been it so far. Again, the Mustangs get control of it. Attack going down the field and trying to maintain control. Couldn't see how that far. Looked like Alex Hoffbauer. Couldn't quite get control and catch up to it, so it goes off her out of bounds, and the Tigers will throw it in. Now you got Korshing with the ball in the center. She's surrounded by 2 Tiger defenders. A little bit of tussling and jostling, and Renzi went to pick it up, but she missed it and kind of fell, but she did scoop it up as Korshing was zeroing in on that, trying to get a goal. But good play by Renzi to knock it down. The Mustangs just seem to have an answer. Every time the Tigers try to clear, they get it right back and go on the attack. Here comes Korshing, trying to get the pass centered and snagged down on a nice save that time by Renzi. And she boots it out. The Mustangs just knock it down. 2 players go down. They say play on, so here we go. Over to Corshing. Oh, she's lined up for that. Tries to pass it to her teammate, streaking, but knocked away by Shadowsmith. A long shot, deflected out of bounds by Pease. And the Mustangs will have a corner kick. We have some substitutions now coming in for the Mustangs. Number 12, Cameron Smith, and number 17, Caroline White, replacing number 14, Alexa Grill, and number 1, Alex Hoffbauer. So corner kick coming up here for the Mustangs. Just under 11 minutes left to go here in this first half. 1-0 Dallas Center Grimes on top. The flag is getting in the way of the corner kick over there, but we get it in play. It's up in the air, bounced around like a pinball off a couple players, and let's see. Official puts his hand up, and looks like there was a violation on Dallas Center Grimes, so the Tigers will play it in. I believe that's McKenna Smith booting it out of there. Good hard boot out to about the 40. Tigers trying to clear it. Here comes Taylor Smith in a foot race with the Mustang player. Goes out of bounds. Let's see who they rule. They say it's Grinnell ball. Nice hustle that time by Josie Smith. Hustling over there. Bridget Blanchard now to throw it in. Was in a foot race with Kaylin Mills. And Blanchard throws it and tries to get to Schmidt. But she's surrounded. 3 Mustang players right there. Williamson heads the ball up. Schmidt coming in to get it. Spins around. Emma Smith now with the ball. Schmidt trying to attack. Ball's loose for a moment, but now kicked away by Renz. Over to the far side and out of bounds. Trying to get to Alexa Hendricks. And Tigers will throw it in. Quickly, Tigers scoop the ball up, try to get into Schmidt. And again, she is surrounded by 3 Mustang defenders. Much like we saw a week ago against Newton. Ivy Schmidt draws a lot of attention. 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. 1-0 Mustangs on top. DCG trying to get the ball in their end. It does go off a Tiger out of bounds. They will have a throw in. Carolyn White now with the ball. Poked away by the Tigers. Back control to the Mustangs. Trying to get over to Williamson. Williamson trying to hit Gorshing, streaking towards the goal. But knocked away by the Tigers. Pretty good defense by the Tigers so far. 2 substitutions in now for Grinnell. Number 5, Nita Williamson. And number 5, Taylor Smith. Number 12, Mariah Van Ersveld coming in. Replacing number 1, Tasha Eichner. And number 6, Josie Smith. Mustangs with the ball, trying to get it downfield. Here goes Shiloh Smith on the breakout. She tries to get past the defender and gets knocked down. And Mustangs maintain control. Mustangs trying to get it down in the corner. Kayla Mills giving chase a little too far on the pass from her teammate Carolyn White. The Tigers will play it in with a goal kick. McKenna Smith set to do the honors, kicking the ball in. Boy, you get the ball up there in the air, and you can see where the wind just catches it when it gets about, 20 or 30 feet off the ground, knocks it down.
Yeah, it's definitely a crosswind that's making it go different places.
It is. And again, the Mustangs have control. Here comes Gorshing, working her way around, trying to get past the Tiger defender. Loops it in over to her teammate, White. White tries a shot on goal. Deflected a bit by Tiger, scooped up by Renzi for the save. Renzi quickly boots it out. And Schmidt now trying to battle and get it cleared. Cannot get it done so, and here come the Mustangs once again. Over now to Corshing. Corshing back, surveying things over, trying to get forward, get past people. Cuts, gets past one defender, has a shot on goal, and loops it in the goal. Wow. Nifty footwork by Avery Corshing. Gets a goal. And that makes it 2-0 Dallas Center Grimes. That goal coming in the 33rd minute. Mass substitutions now for the Mustangs. We'll try to catch those as we get going here. And the Tigers set to play it in. I tell you, impressive display by Corshing. She wheeled her way around and threaded her way through about 3 Tiger defenders with her footwork and got a shot. Almost another near attempt by Ella Forsyth, but it gets bumped away by the Tigers from contact. She goes down, no call. We play on. Tries to get the ball out to the center, and we have a whistle and a foul on the Mustangs. So Tigers are going to get a ball kick here. Kay Widner retrieves it. Tries to enter the official, says, oh, my bad, I'll get it to my teammate. Back now to McKenna Smith. McKenna going to put it in play here. 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. Dallas and Grimes on top, 2-0. Smith now with a big boot. Knocked down nicely by the Mustangs, and they go quickly on the attack. That was knocked down by Cotty Neef. She tries to get it ahead to her teammate Ella Forsyth, but goes off Forsyth. And there's a big collision there in the corner. And we're still going. Forsyth wins it. Knocked down by the Tigers and knocked out of there. I believe that's Kay Widner with that defensive play for the Tigers, getting it out of there. Out of bounds off her. Mustangs will throw it in. Here comes a throw in, trying to get it to Gorshing. Knocked down by Widner. Shiloh Smith trying to battle the Mustangs for it. Neef with nice footwork gets it over to her teammate on the far side. Cameron Smith tries to center it but couldn't quite gain control of it. Goes out of bounds. Tigers with a throw in. Again, vast majority of the action has been down in the Mustang offensive end. Mustangs trying to get an attack going now. They thread it down the side to Alexa Gill. Gill chasing it down. Gets a centering pass, but it hits the side of the net out of bounds. And Tigers will play it in. Just could not get out in front of enough to get her hips turned to get the ball back in play. Tigers go to kick it out and clear it. Knocked down by the Mustangs. Put it back in play. And they're going to have a goal attempt here. Knocked up. Shot attempt that time by Carolyn White. Saved by Renzi. Renzi goes to clear it out of the zone. And now White was on the attack attempt but poked away by the Tigers. Taylor Smith now has the ball. Tries to get it ahead to Van Ersveld. Goes off the side of her foot out of bounds. Mustangs have played in. Quickly they get the ball in. Over now to Avery Gorshing. Gorshing working away through the middle. Goes for a pass to her teammate. Knocked away by Smith. And kicked out by McKenna Smith. Schmidt giving chase. Mustangs maintain control over on the far side. Looking to get it back in the center of the field to Forsyth. Forsyth now kicks it back, and the Mustangs will reset. Mustangs looking for an opening. Emma Smith now with the ball. Gets it in the center to Williamson. Williamson tries to get it to the corner to Gill. Gill gets it back out to the center. And they'll try the other side, they being the Mustangs. Over now to Gorshing. Gorshing with control. Tries to get in the center. Knocked away by the Tigers, but control maintained. Oh, nice play that time by the Tiger defense. Got it away from the Mustangs. That was Hosberger with a nice play. Goes out of bounds off the Mustangs, and Tigers will get a throw in. 3:15 left to go here in the first half. The Mustangs lead the Tigers 2-0. Mustangs now on the attack once again. Trying to get the ball down to her teammate Gorsham, but kicked away by Kay Widner. Mustangs quickly play it in. White now with an attack attempt. And just beating the Mustang player of the ball was McKenna Smith. Clears it out of the center anyway. Goes out of bounds, and let's see what we have. It's a throw in, okay? Thought they might call a corner kick there. Now Mustangs maintain a shot on goal. Scooped up by Renzi. And she tries to get punted out to center field. Headed back in by the Mustangs. Controlled by Gorshing. Gorshing around 2 defenders. Almost gets past another one. Nice defense by Bridget Blanchard there. Smith tries to get control. Back over to Forsyth. Forsyth now to take a shot, and it goes just wide of the goal. Nice work that time. The Dallas Center Grimes fans applauding below us. Nice work by Forsyth to get that shot off in heavy traffic, but it was just wide, and the Tigers will play it in. Under 2 minutes left to go here, first half. 2-0 Dallas Center Grimes on top of the Tigers. Mustangs again on the attack. Here comes Corshing, getting around two players. Over now to her teammate on the far side. That is Forsyth. And that shot attempt goes high and wide, punched away by the Tiger goalie, Renzi. Goes out of bounds off her. It will be a corner kick now for the Mustangs. Coming up on 1 minute left to go here in this first half. 2-0 Dallas Center Grimes on top. On high school girls soccer on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Now let's see. Okay, getting the defender placed. Now here come the Mustangs. A shot attempt, a centering attempt. Goes over everybody's head and out of bounds behind the goal. Tigers will punt the ball in. McKenna Smith set now to put the ball in play. Under a minute left to go. Tigers just trying to hold on and not allow another goal before the half. And again, the centering pass controlled by the Mustangs. Now the Tigers get it for a moment. Kick it away. But the Mustangs get it back. Again, lots of action by the ball. Mustangs trying to get quickly work and get one in there. Knocked away that time by the Tigers, but back to the Mustangs. Here she comes on a shot, and McKenna Smith pokes it away. Now we got a long shot attempt, and that goal struck by number 17, Caroline White, junior midfielder. Nothing Renzi could do but watch. It was up in the upper left-hand corner, Dan, and just out of reach. Just like in basketball, like in most sports, a great shot. Not much defense you can do for that.
And the placement she had from where she was at, that was really nice.
Yeah. That was about 30 yards out. She picked it right up in that upper left-hand corner. As the half is almost set to expire here. And Dallas Center Grimes definitely showing why they deserve to be ranked number 2. We are at halftime of this high school girls soccer match, Tiger Girls Soccer. Dallas Center Grimes leads Grinnell 3-0. We take this break for our sponsors. As we tell you, you're listening to Tiger Girls Soccer on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Poly Ice Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, the Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars, the Dairy Barn, and the Grinnell Booster Club. Also a special mention out there for our scoreboard, which is always brought to you by Grinnell Mutual. And this second half is brought to you by Brent Nickel State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Brent Nickel is always there. All right. Second half set to get started here. Number 2 ranked Dallas and the Grimes in town to take on the Grinnell Tigers here at TT Crane Field. Chris Juni alongside Dan Walker on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Glad to have you along on this Tuesday evening. Pretty decent day, a bit windy out there, but other than that, not too bad. Temps in the mid-60s, and the Mustangs are set to play it in. Waiting for the ready for play whistle from the official. Our referee, Mr. Blanchard. Linesman's in position on the far side. And setting his watch, I believe. Play-by-play of the ready-to-play whistle. Here we go. Making sure everybody's set, in the positions, and here we go. Mustangs play it in. Trying to get it across their offensive end. In the middle now to Neef. Neef over to Forsyth. Forsyth back to Gill. Gill tries to go cross field. Boy, that wind just pushed it back towards the defensive end for the Mustangs. Goes out of bounds, and Tigers will play it in. Mariah Van Ersveld set to throw it. Oh, now she gives it over to Lauren Pease. Pease tries to throw it to hit Schmidt. Surrounded that time by Williamson and another defender. Goes out of bounds off the Mustangs. Van Ersveld. Oh, nope. Back to Pease to throw it in for the Tigers. Pease on the throw-in. Tries to get it down to Schmidt. She knocks the ball down. Surrounded by Mustang players. Cleared out by the Mustangs. Headed back in by the Tigers. Ball is loose for just a moment. On the back of a Mustang player. There's a shot on goal by the Tigers. That was Shiloh Smith. Easy save, though. Couldn't get much on it. Easy save for the goalkeeper, Maya Fritz. It's one of the Tigers' second shot on goal tonight. Whereas I have the Mustangs unofficially with 8 shots on goal. Tiger goalkeeper Olivia Renzi been busy back there. Tigers will play it in off the Mustangs. Sydney Miller now had it for a moment, but kicked away by Neef. Here come the Mustangs on the attack. Over now to Forsyth. Forsyth trying to get downfield to Gorshing. Chased down by 2 Tigers. Lauren Pease turns, tries to clear it. Back now to Forsyth. Over to Gorshing. Now the ball's loose in the corner. Van Roosevelt chasing down. A centering pass by the Mustangs across the field to Gill. Gill tries to put a shot up and just over. Hits the top of the goal and ticks on behind it out of bounds, and Tigers will play it in. 2 minutes gone here in the second half. DCG leads 3-0 here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Again, the Mustangs intercept the clearing pass. Getting down now, Forsyth trying to maneuver around the Tiger defense. Tries to get a pass into the center, knocked down by the Tigers. But now Gorshing has a shot, and her shot goes just wide. Puts her hands over her head like, I just missed that one. Just wide left. She definitely has a strong leg. When she puts her foot into it, ball travels pretty fast. Tigers will boot it in.
And considering against the wind, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, because the wind is blowing left to right here at TT Cranny. Again, Tigers cannot clear it out of the offensive end for the Mustangs. Mustangs keeping in play. Tigers knocked it away a little bit, but Mustangs hustle back, get control. They kick it back out to reset. Williamson now has to chase it down, back over to her teammate Hendricks. Hendricks now to the center. Over now to Forsyth, or rather Gorshing. Gorshing on the attack, dribbling through players. Over now to White. White looking to get it past. Gorshing has to chase it down. Goes back a little bit, and Gorshing kicks it out. Mustangs will reset. That's one thing that I didn't see from many other teams is the Mustangs, if the attack isn't there in their offensive end, they'll just kick it out to the center and reset.
Yeah, they don't have no problem doing that.
Nope. There's a shot on goal by the Mustangs. That's Kylie Neef. Good save by Renzi. She boots it out. Now with the wind at her back, she gets it out to midfield. Nice boot out by Renzi, but knocked down by the Mustangs. Hendricks now with the ball. Schmidt trying to give chase. A little pushing and shoving. Schmidt cuts in front. Now Schmidt gets pushed back. Miller now with the ball and poked away by the Mustangs. Miller now fighting Kylie Neef with it. Now Hosberger tries to clear it. Back over to Miller. Miller trying to get control of it. A little push in the back there by Hosberger. Both players go down. We play on, says the official. Now Gill with the ball on the left side, being shouted by Lauren Pease. Gill sizing up, trying to look for an opening. Tries to get to the center to Gorshing. She tips it back to her teammate, who then tips it over for a shot attempt that goes high and wide over the net. That was taken by Caroline White, who has a goal in the first half. And Tigers will play it in. Ball gets past the defenders now, knocked down by Williamson. Hanging out there at midfield. And again, the Mustangs reload, reset. I tried to say reload and reset all at the same time. It didn't work. All I got was a out of it. That doesn't work. Ball deep down in the Tiger offensive end. Kicked over to the goalie, who boots it out to her teammate up here on the near side. That is Alexa Hendricks. Hendricks bringing it up against Schmidt. Over now to Williamson. Williamson now to the center. To Gorshing. Gorshing now on the attack. Here she comes. Flanked by teammates on either side. Now she gets it ahead to Forsyth. Forsyth had a shot. Knocked away and put in past the goal. Forsyth with a great pass to the far side. Hits her teammate. Gets it past Renzi. And not much that Olivia could do there. And the Mustangs strike again. They now lead 4-0. That goal that time, I'm trying to get the number here. by number 11. That's Kylie Neef. K-N-I-E-F. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So Kylie Neef gets on the board at the 5-minute mark of the second half with the Mustangs' fourth goal. Tigers put the ball in play. Tigers in the defensive end trying to clear it out. Taylor Smith on the clear, but again, surprise, surprise, knocked down by the Mustangs. Schmidt trying to get control of it. Ivy Schmidt giving chase. Basically slams into the back of a Mustang player. And the official says, I'll let some contact go, but not that. A foul on the Tigers, and the Mustangs will get a kick. Again, I don't think anything intentional by that. Ivy was running down field, and the Mustang player cut in front of her, so she put her hands up to avoid any serious collision and knocked the Mustang player down, and the referee called a foul. Mustangs played in now quickly over to the near side. Back to the center. Neef with the ball, sophomore. Midfielder has a goal in this one, just scored her goal. And Mustangs try to control, goes out of bounds off the Mustangs, off of Ella Forsyth. Quick substitution now for the Tigers. Number 6 checking in, Josie Smith checking in. Number 17, Bridget Blanchard out. And Tigers throw it in. Lauren Pease on the throw in. Tries to get it to Schmidt. Schmidt tried to control it, but it went off her foot out of bounds. And now the Mustangs throw it in. Alexa Hendricks with a throw in. Tries to get it over and out of Forsyth. Forsyth battling Hausberger for it. Knocked down by the Mustangs. And Neef now battling, getting back and reset like we talked about. And Schmidt tries to poke it away. Schmidt battling for it, and Schmidt has control of it for the moment. A foot race down, but now the Mustangs get control of it. They go back to the center to reset, and now they clear out the zone. Good passing by the Mustang. Gets the ball up the field. Neef on the counterattack, but knocked away by Miller. Miller goes down. Schmidt had it for a moment, trying to give chase, but it goes out of bounds off of Schmidt, and the Mustangs play it in. Miller slow getting up there. Looks like she's okay. A little slow hopping up, and it's played in. Mustangs again in the defensive end, trying to clear it out, go to the offensive end. Long kick down field to Corshing on the counterattack. Corshing now with the ball, maneuvering around defenders, plays it back, and Mustangs reset. And if it sounds like we said that a lot tonight, it's because we have. They, as Dan and I talked about earlier a moment ago, if it's not there, they will kick it back out to the center and reset everything. Now Gorshing on the far side, maneuvering around defenders. Knifes a pass through to her teammate. That's Forsyth. Forsyth now looking over to Neef. Now the ball's centered out, taken down by the Mustangs. That's White. White back to Williamson. Williamson now looking. Now gets it over to Gill. Gill trying to get it to Neef, cutting towards the goal. Neef on the near side, spins away from the defender, spins back, tries to get a kickoff, blocked down by the Tigers and cleared out by Grinnell. It's going to roll out of bounds, and Mustangs play it in. Williamson quickly in now to Neef. Neef tries a centering shot and knocked down by Renzi. And good thing, because Ella Forsyth was right there waiting for a rebound. And Renzi's boot goes out past midfield. Again, you can tell she has the wind at her back on this one. 50-yard boot by Renzi. And Tigers trying to get it in play, but goes, well, it was out of bounds. Okay, now they say it's Grinnell throwing. Van Ersville quickly tries to throw it into Schmidt. Schmidt now with the ball, trying to get control. Pokes it through the defender, but again, one Tiger player against 3 white shirts. Those odds aren't very good in Mustangs' control. Now Mustangs try to pass it to the near side. On the counterattack, goes out of bounds. And the Tigers will throw it in. Lauren Pease set to throw it in for Grinnell. Quickly tries to get it in. Over Sidney Miller's head. Controlled by the Mustangs. Miller pokes it loose. Trying to chase it down with Williamson. Now over to Hannah Renz, who's in. Renz gets it over now to Gill. Gill working up the side. Blocked down by the Tigers. And Schmidt has it now. Schmidt wants to kick it deep and took a whiff. She has a little smile on her face like, yeah, whiffed on that one. Missed that one. That happens. Goes out of bounds off a Tiger. Or no. Correction. Off of the Mustangs, and Tigers will throw it in. Lauren Pease throws it in. Tries to get in now to Shiloh Smith. Shiloh Smith trying to get to the center. Chase it down. Ball gets away from her and controlled by the Mustangs. Van Ersveld now giving chase. Counterattack goes off of Tiger player's head out of bounds, and the Mustangs will throw it in. Quickly and now to the offensive end for the Mustangs. and we have a whistle. Let's see. The linesman on the far side called a violation, so it will be Grinnell throw in, and they have to retrieve the other ball. Okay, no, he pointed towards Grinnell. Now they give the ball to the Mustangs. I know I don't know a lot about soccer, but I'm not sure what happened there, unless he just pointed the wrong way, because he pointed towards the Grinnell goal, but the Mustangs have it. All right, nonetheless, Mustangs on the attack. Ball in their offensive end. Here comes Avery Gorshing. Gets it out now to Hendricks to reset. Hendricks being chased by Schmidt. Back to the center to Williamson. Williamson looking, gets the ball to Gorsuch. Gorsuch trying to check that. Ella Forsyth. Forsyth back to Williamson. Williamson trying to get it down to Gill, but punched out by Lauren Pease. Knocked down by Hendricks. Schmidt there. Schmidt trying to get control of it. Ivy back to the center, but taken control of by the Tigers. Here comes Taylor Smith on the attack. Gets out a little too far ahead of her, but back to Schmidt. Mustangs try to clear it. Schmidt now battling with Kylie Neef on that. And there goes Forsyth, but poked away by the Tigers. That's Lauren Pease knocking that one away, and Pease missed that one. Here comes the Mustangs. Again, Forsyth streaking towards the ball, but Renzi arrives there just in time and knocks it away, and she clears it out with a goal kick. Ball goes way down into the Tiger offensive end, knocked down by the Mustangs. Here comes Shiloh Smith trying to get control. Hendricks, the senior defender back there, she's been all game long to keep control, direct traffic, and preventing a Tiger attack. Here comes Smith now on the attack for the Tigers, but again, pass too far in front of her and controlled by the Mustangs. Back in their offensive end. Over now to Gorshing. Gorshing working now on Josie Smith. Gorshing gets past her on the right side, tries to get a centering kick up and over. Fans thought it was a goal, but it actually hit the backside of the net. So it'll be a Tiger goal kick. Substitution now for the Tigers. Number 17, Bridget Blanchard coming in. Number 5, Taylor Smith checking out. 28 minutes left to go here in the match. Dallas Center Grimes leads Grinnell 4-0 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Glad to have you along on this Tuesday night for Tiger Soccer. Hosting the number 2 ranked Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Gorshing now surveying the field. Tries a long shot up. It's booted up in the air. Wind knocked that one down. You can see that. Easy save for Renzi. She boots it out of there. It's a way downfield. Schmidt watches it land, goes past her, and controlled by the Mustangs. Mustangs now on the counterattack. Over now to Knief. Knief trying to get it over to Gorshing. Gorshing now passes it up to Forsyth. Forsyth gets past 2 defenders, trying to get it through. Over now to Gorsuch on the side, trying to hit Gill. Crossing, it's still in play. It's a foot race now between Hosberger and Gill. Gill wins a foot race. She has it in the corner. Centering pass up and over. Knocked down by the Mustangs and blocked by Van Ersveld on the goal attempt. Over now to Gorshing. Gorshing going to take it back and try to reset. Over to Williamson. Back to Gorshing. Gorshing maneuvering around Tiger defenders. Tries to get it through. Couldn't get enough on it. And a weak little shot gets scooped up by Renzi for another save. She boots it out of there. Taken down by the Tigers, but controlled back to the Mustangs. 26 minutes left to go here. 26 and a half minutes left to go here in the match. DCG leads Grinnell 4-0. And the ball on the control goes across the sideline out of bounds, and Tigers will get it on a throw in. Again, Mustangs control it. Kylie Neef bringing it down. Over now to the far side of Forsyth. Forsyth tries to get it back to the center. Looking for a shot. Gets the ball up in the air for a centering pass. No one home. Goes all the way across the field. But kicked up by Alexa Gill for the Mustangs. Gill now gets it back to Williamson. Williamson had a poke to it by Schmidt. Schmidt giving chase. And the ever-present defender there, Emma Smith, for the Mustangs, knocks it back to Gill. On the attack now come the Mustangs. Gill looking. Freshman forward. Gets back to Emma Smith. Correction, Alexa Hendricks. Hendricks back to Williamson. Now over to Smith. And the Mustangs, again, reset and try it again. Now Gorshing has the ball in control, gets a pass to the one Tiger defender on the far side, trying to get around to get in front to get a centering pass. Two Tiger defenders on her. She gets it back to the middle. Carolyn White right there. White looked like she had a shot. Now she takes a shot. Couldn't get much on it. White thought she was held. Now we got to pass over. And no call. Gorshing with a shot, and it goes up and over the net. Hits the goal post, actually. Comes back into play. Out of bounds. And a lot of substitutions here.
I was trying to watch that through the screen. I saw the ball come backwards. I thought, what in the world?
Hit off the back goal, the football goal post on that one. Came right back. .24.5 minutes left to go here in the match. Mustangs lead the Tigers 4-0. Renzi, or rather McKenna Smith, boots the ball up in the air. But once again, controlled by the Mustangs. They go on the counterattack. Carolyn White trying to get control of it. Now gets it over to Williamson. Williamson looking to hit Kaylin Mills, who's checked in as a forward. Not there, so guess what? They reset. Back to Hendricks, and they'll try it again. Here comes Williamson. Getting it down now to Forsyth. Forsyth in the middle to Neef. Neef over on the near side to Kaylin Mills. Mills in the corner tries to get a centering pass. Couldn't get a foot on it solidly enough, and it goes out of bounds, and Tigers will play it in. Tigers' next game is Thursday versus Mid-Prairie here at TT Crane Field. Our next broadcast will be next Tuesday, April 19th.
I think this coming Thursday one is at Orange Park because there's a conflict of a track meet here.
Okay. Thank you for that information, Dan. And again, the Mustangs put the ball in play in their offensive end. And again, just like the first half, the vast majority of this second half, the ball has been in the Mustang offensive end. Mustangs working around, a centering pass, trying to hit Gorshing. It was Neef, knocked away by the Tigers, but controlled back by the Mustangs. Another centering pass over to Gorshing. She knocks it down. She has control. She's spinning around. Gets it back now to White. White back over to Gorshing. Gorshing looking things over. Now starts her attack. Zigs and zags through defenders. Knifes through and gets a shot in the corner goal. And wow, just like that, Avery Gorshing. Little short kicks, controlling the ball or dribbling, and zips it in and out, left to right, zigzag. And that's about as best I can describe it. She zigged and zagged through three Tiger defenders and just had a kick. And again, the placement down by her is unreal. She knew exactly where she wanted to hit it in the lower right-hand corner, and she just tucked it inside that right goal post for the goal. And now the Mustangs lead 5-0. Schmidt now plays it in for the Tigers. Tigers just trying to get the ball in their offensive end. Tigers go back to reset. Now they get it up to Van Ursveld. Van Ursveld tries to boot it forward. Taja Eicher giving chase, but the Mustangs get control. In their offensive end, they go on the counterattack. Over now to Mills. Mills gets the ball over to Forsyth. Forsyth tries to get it to her teammates streaking down the middle. That was Kylie Neef. Cleared out by Lauren Pease, but controlled by Hannah Renz. Over now to Emma Smith. And let's see, the ball goes up in the air, out of bounds, off a Tiger, and the Mustangs will play it in. 5-0, Dallas and Grimes in front of Grinnell. Showing exactly why they're ranked number 2 in the state and undefeated. They are a solid club. Again, Mustangs on the attack. Now the centering pass from Forsyth. Over now to Neef. Neef chasing it down here on the near side. Being shot by Hausberger. Neef gets it up in the air, trying to hit Gorsuch for a header. Knocked down by the Tigers, and after is Carolyn White. Now Williamson tries a shot. It's knocked away by the Tigers. And the ball gets back out to the center, and the Mustangs will reset. Williamson now over to Gill. Gill looking to get it around the defender. Over now to Neef. Neef gets it over to White. White tries a shot, hit it away by the Tigers. Bounces down in front of the goal and cleared out, but right back to Kylie Neef. Neef on a long shot just over the bar, the upper bar of the goal post, and out of bounds. The Tigers will play it in. just under 21 minutes. 20 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in this match. Dallas and Grimes leads the Grinnell Tigers 5-0. High school soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Again, many thanks to all our fine sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Here we go. Corner kick by the Mustangs down in front of the net. And let's see. Oh, swatted out. What are they calling? Oh, he's calling a goal. Renzi dove down. The ball kind of was knocked down by a mass of players. And now we have a red card. Somebody got a red card for Grinnell, which, if I'm not mistaken, means they are out. They have been disqualified from the game. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I know there was this corner kick. There was a big pile. The ball dropped down. Looked like it went off somebody's leg and crossed the goal, but Renzi dove for it. I couldn't tell if it was a cross line or not, but the official from way back there called it a goal.
Yeah, but they didn't put it on the board. That's why I'm kind of confused. Or did he call the penalty?
Oh, okay. You're right, Dan. That's what it is. He crossed his arms like it was a goal, but now it's a penalty kick for the Mustangs. And then Lexa Hendricks now with a shot on goal. She boots it and knocked down and saved by Renzi. Wow, there we go. Nice job by the sophomore goalkeeper for the Tigers. Bright spot tonight. Hendricks picked her spot, put a leg on it, but Renzi up to the task, knocks it down and prevents the goal. You're right, there was just a penalty called. It was a red card on a Tiger player, and she has been disqualified. Again, couldn't see what happened. Oh, now a play in front. And Forsyth battling now with Pease for the ball. Pease does get it cleared out of the zone. Forsyth had a shot at him, but Pease was right there to knock it away. And the Tigers now coming in. And now zooming in to kick it away is Williamson for the Mustangs. Off of her out of bounds. Tigers will throw it in. Lauren Pease setting out to throw the ball in. Gets the ball in now to Schmidt. I can only guess on a red card, something like that. Either it was a dangerous play or an intentional play or some language is involved. About all I can think of that might, because there was no hesitation. Referee got down there, made the hands cross for the penalty. He got down there and he pulled a red card out immediately.
Well, it looked like a defender kind of played as a goal. I mean, it looked like they dove on the ball, so I don't know if that's what would you want to call it? Blatant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like it's an accidental hit. They actually dove on the ball to start, threw their body in front of the ball, just like a goalie would do.
And they weren't the goalkeeper.
Yeah. 100% speculation.
Yep. Well, I'll try to research that and maybe get you some information on that for next time what that call was. Not mention any names, just the specific events that led to that exchange. All right, back to action. Mustangs now playing it in their offensive end. As we approach 18 minutes left to go here in this match, Dallas and Grimes in front, 5-0 over the Tigers. Again, the Mustangs showing exactly why they are ranked number 2 in the state. Substitution now for each team. Coming in for the Tigers, number 4, Shiloh Smith. Going out as number 1, Tasha Eichner. And coming in for the Mustangs is number 3, Landry Glasgow, freshman. Coming out, number 15, Ella Forsyth for the Mustangs. And Tigers will have a throw in here once play resumes. Pease will throw it in, trying to get it down to Smith. Over to trying to get to Schmidt, but headed away by Williamson. Ivy Schmidt just has not had any room to operate this game. They have shaded her pretty well. Now Smith boots the ball up in the air into the Tiger offensive end. Schmidt giving chase, but there's 2 defenders back there for the Mustangs, and they just kick it back to the goalie. And the goalkeeper, Maya Fritz, kicks it over to the far side. Here come the Mustangs on the counterattack. Over to White. Schmidt giving chase. White kicks it ahead, trying to get to her teammate, but kicks it past her. Controlled back by Sydney Miller. Over now to Schmidt. Now bounced up in the air and taken control of by Smith. Smith and Schmidt battling for it. Smith knocks it out of bounds. Tigers will get a throw in.
Get tongue-tied on those two names.
I'm hanging in there, though, I think. I don't think I said anything wrong, but yeah. Wind, if anything, seems like it's picking up just a bit as clouds starting to roll in over to our south and west.
And they are rolling in.
Hopefully the rain will hold off until after this one. Long goal attempt that time by the Tigers. Easy score, easy save for Mayor Fritz. Does count as a shot on goal, though. That is the Tigers' fourth one of the match. I have Dallas and Grimes unofficially for 10 shots on goal. Again, as I said last time, my numbers are and always will be very unofficial. Gill now bringing the ball down to the offensive end on the counterattack. Tries to get to Landry Glasgow, who just checked in. Glasgow on their side gets it past the defender, trying to come up and get an attack going. Booted away by the Tigers out of bounds, and the Mustangs will have a throw in. Again, our next broadcast is next Tuesday, April 19th. Boys soccer on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network here at TT Cranny Field. Thrown by the Mustangs, headed up by Pease, headed back by Mills. Ball down on the ground, kicked out by Pease. Mustangs trying to get control, and they do. Hendricks now gets it over to Kylie Neef. Neef circling around, surveying the offense. That's one thing I've noticed, Dan, that the Dallas Centigrams forwards, they take just a moment. Neef now on a break-in, coming in fast, and ooh. Good play by Renzi to scoop it up before Neef could slip in there and get a goal. But I've noticed that the Mustang forwards, when they get the ball in their offensive end, they'll stop for just a moment, not long, maybe a second or two, kind of survey the defense, see what is going to work, and then make a decision and go.
Yeah, no hesitation, and especially how they'll turn them when they do their reset. It's just not to the what I would call the back side of the offensive end. How they're reset, they go all the way to their defenders and let them reset and bring it back as survey it and see where the openings are.
And now a pass, a counterattack by the Tigers goes downfield. Shallow Smith giving chase, could not get control, and the Mustangs control it. Hendricks now over to the middle of the field to Alexa, or rather that is Ella Forsyth back now. Pass ahead by Neef, trying to hit number 3, Landry Glasgow. Glasgow gets tangled up with Pease. Pease controls it back out of the Tiger defensive end, but goes out of bounds off of Sidney Miller, and the Mustangs will throw it in. Alexa Hendricks now throws it in to Hannah Renz. Renz now intercepted by Van Ersveld, trying to get a run out going. And now over the far side to Hoffbauer. Here come the Mustangs on the counterattack. Hoffbauer on the far side has Korshing in the middle if she wants. Surveys it, tries to get it to Korshing. Back to Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer on a speed, gets a shot across and scooped up by Renzi. Nice play on both sides that time. Nice offensive play by the Mustangs and good defense by the Tigers and the goalkeeper Renzi, who makes another save. Clearing pass out, knocked out by Grinnell. Mustangs with a throw-in. Ivy Schmidt now working to get it over to Miller. Miller tries to center it over to Smith, but intercepted by the Mustangs. And again, Dan, as you said, they reset all the way back in their defensive end, and then they start their attack. Shallow Smith giving chase that time as Emma Smith for the Mustangs tries to get it centered. Goes off of Smith out of bounds. And the Smith for the Mustangs will throw it in. Lots of Smiths in this one, as I said. There are 5 Smiths in this game playing. So that's why I'm...
And one Schmidt.
And one Schmidt. Yes. Must be careful. All right, Hoffbauer trying to get it knocked away nicely by the Tigers. Now Grinnell goes on the counterattack down to their offensive end. But again, pass too far for Schmidt, knocked away by the Mustangs, controlled back by Hendricks. Hendricks over now to Gill. Gill on the near side. Tries to get it to Glasgow. Glasgow gets past the Tiger defenders, working downfield. Glasgow on the attack, trying to loop it around, get a corner shot, and ooh, Renzi had the angle. Glasgow took a shot, trying to sneak it past Renzi in the post, but it goes off the post out of bounds. I believe it was off of Renzi though, so I think the Mustangs will get a corner kick. Has some substitutions now coming in. I believe the official will wait till after this corner kick. Something else I have to brush up on is substitution. We saw that the other night. There were players waiting to come in, but they wouldn't allow the subs in. Corner kick that time was headed out by the Mustangs, but couldn't quite get control of it. Was Alexa Hendricks.
You just wonder how much that wind played a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did seem like it hit her head, but it took a sharp hit. I mean,
yep.
Kind of had a curveball to it.
But it went wide of the goal, and the Tigers will play it in. BCG Mustangs did a Grinnell College shift change. They had 5 players come in, but you play with 6. So, or correction, you play with 9. Excuse me. So, not a full shift change, but pretty close. 5 out of 9. New Mustangs in. We'll try to get those names for you as we can. Now with the ball, Kylie Neef working around and blocked away by Taylor Smith on the attack attempt. Goes off of her out of bounds. Mustangs will play it in. 11 minutes left to go in the match. DCG leads Grinnell 5-0. Now on the far side, Cameron Smith in for the Mustangs. She tries the attack. Gets going, knocked away by the Tigers. Control now by the Tigers. They go on the attack for the counter attack on the offensive end. All the way back down to Alexa Hendricks. And Schmidt giving chase. Back to the goalkeeper, Maya Fritz. Over now to Hendricks. Schmidt trying to give chase, but she's the only Tiger down there against 3 defenders. So Mustangs now on the counterattack. Over to Gill. Gill now tries to get it back to Glasgow. Glasgow surveying, waiting a minute. A centering pass over to Gorshitz. Now in the center to Forsyth. Forsyth with taking a shot around, but poked away just in the nick of time by Pease. Wow. Forsyth again almost got there first, but not quite. But the Mustangs continue to play it in. Attempted clear by the Tigers. It's knocked down by the Mustangs. They'll reset back. Now over to the corner. Here come the Mustangs on the attack again. Under 10 minutes left to go in the match. DCG leads 5-0. Taylor Smith now trying to work around from Neef. Neef gets the ball ahead. Knocked down by Glasgow. Glasgow now over. Back to Neef. Over now to White. White surveying the field. Tries a shot down to the goalie. Scooped up by Renzi. Trying to hit Landry Glasgow streaking in, but knocked away by Renzi. She boots it out past midfield. Tigers now trying to get something started here.
Yeah, it just seems like we never get the benefit of that kick out of there.
Yep. Well, one thing I noticed is there's 2 Tiger offensive players against 4 Mustang defenders. Those odds aren't very good. You're not going to, that's 2 on 4 basically. Think about it from basketball terms. If you have 2 offensive players against 4 defenders, which you're probably not going to score.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're thinking it's a control issue that until those 2 players maintain a little bit of a pace control, that the rest of everyone will come up and gather up. But definitely DCG's numbers of their 4 defenders here, they seem to be pretty aggressive of handling. It's usually Smith and Schmidt that are bringing that ball across.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying we don't know what the design thinking is, but you're right, Dan. It seems like they must be waiting for other teammates to get down there to help them on the offensive end. But the Mustang defenders knock the ball away before the teammates can get there. So Tigers will play it in. 8 minutes left to go in the match. Dallas Center Grimes up on Grinnell 5-0. Here comes Neef. Across the middle now. She tries a shot. Gets it booted way up in the air. Out of bounds. Past the end line. Tigers will play it in. We have a substitution now. Alex Hoffbauer checking back in for the Mustangs. Replacing Carly Neef. Has a goal tonight. Played a fine game. Sophomore midfielder.
Which I don't know if it's just me sitting in front of this window, but it seems like it's starting to cool a little bit.
Yeah, I've noticed it too.
Either that or the sun's just taking away the heat that we did have.
Yeah, the clouds are covering up that sun, and it's getting chilly out here now. The wind seems like it's picking up even more. Tigers now have an offensive attack going, but knocked away by the Mustangs. Now Van Roosevelt has it. Back now to the Mustangs. Van Roosevelt in a race, and she boots it out of bounds. And let's see, they're going to say that's Grinnell ball on a throw-in. Tigers throw it in. Knocked away by the Mustangs and controlled. Well, the Tigers get it back now, the loose ball. And Cameron Smith now tries to get it back over to Forsyth. Over now to Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer in the center of the field. Over on the right side to Carolyn White. White has her pass knocked away by Grinnell. Off Grinnell, out of bounds, and the Mustangs will get a throw in. Throwing pass knocked down by Ella Forsyth, off her out of bounds. She was guarded there by Sydney Miller. Tigers will get the ball on the throw in. Couple of substitutions set to come in for the Mustangs at the next dead ball. Van Arsdale now with the ball. Tigers try to go on the counterattack. Up to Schmidt. Over now to Shiloh Smith. Surrounded by two Mustangs. Smith giving chase. A little bit of bumps and no harm, no foul. And Gill gets the ball. Knocked up by Hausberger, out of bounds. And now substitutions in. Number 21, Emma Smith coming in. And number 37, goalkeeper. We'll say that's Collie Albright replacing Maya Fritz. Mustang goalkeeper done for the night. Pitching a shutout against 5 shots on goal, I have unofficially. Ball knocked up in the air with a lot of spin on it. Controlled by the Mustangs. Glasgow trying to get a stunning pass. Right to Renzi, though, who's there on the shot attempt. Again, kind of a miss hit by Glasgow. Couldn't get the zip on it she wanted to. And Renzi makes yet another save. Schmidt tries to control it off her leg. Gets knocked down. But the Mustangs are there. They retreat back to control. Passed over to the near side is Hendricks. Hendricks now upfield to Mills. Mills over to the center to Gill. Gill now to Smith. Smith now to Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer trying to hit her teammate on a pass on the near side. That's Landry Glasgow. Gets scooped up by Olivia Renzi. Headed back by the Mustangs, way back down in their defensive end. Chasing it down is Hendricks. She's pestered by Ivy Schmidt. Now Mustangs go on the attack. Quickly coming up field is number 16, Hannah Renz. Renz maneuvers around Miller. Over now to Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer gets control in the middle of the field. Passes it over. Nope, maintains control rather, excuse me. Hoffbauer still with control now, tries to get it ahead to Glasgow. Glasgow's a shot on goal, punched away by Renzi. All she could do that time, the ball was spinning. And we are going to get, I believe, a corner kick by the Mustangs. Number 13, Sailor Ribich, sophomore midfielder, going to do the honors on the corner kick. You got Kaylin Mills there in the center as well. Here come the players, Mustang players running in. Ball is up, shot up. Ooh. Try to get that with her, kick them with her like her upper leg, right below her knee. Just couldn't get control, went up over the net, out of bounds. That was Landry Glasgow on that shot attempt, and Tigers will play it in. Substitution in now for the Tigers. Callie Hart, a junior, comes in, replacing Mariah Van Arsdale. And Renzi will boot it in with play once again. Renzi gets it downfield. They're watching it go, and it goes out of bounds. Mustangs on the throw-in. Now they've played in. Gill with the ball. Working in the middle of the field. Gets it down to Hausberger. Over to Glasgow. Glasgow now back to Gill. But poked away by the Tigers. Grinnell trying to get on the counterattack. That clearing attempt knocked down by the Mustangs. Clearing attempt again, taken up by Hoffbauer. Here come the Mustangs. Hoffbauer in the middle of the field. Over now to Glasgow. Glasgow gets around some defenders and gets a shot off the top crossbar back in the field of play. Still a live ball. Glasgow is just a freshman. Nifty footwork by her. Had a great shot.
There's one where I think the wind helped Grinnell, because it got enough lift underneath it that it ran it up onto the top of the goal there.
2.5 minutes left to go here in the match, as you can see. And the Tigers, let's see, they're pointing Grinnell ball. The Mustangs say, no, that was off Grinnell. The linesman says, no, it wasn't. So Tigers throw it in. All right. Can't blame him for trying. Here comes Miller now on the counterattack, trying to get it ahead to Schmidt. Pass a little too far. Schmidt giving chase, but poked away and not controlled by the Mustangs. Now back up to Mills. Mills on the attack for the Mustangs. To the center of the field to Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer Trying to get the ball over now to Forsyth. Pass a little too long. Being chased down by the Tigers and controlled in the corner there by Grinnell. Off the Mustangs out of bounds, and they say the linesman pointed. Yeah, it's a good Grinnell throw in. Okay. Tigers with a throw in. Minute and a half left to go in the match. DCG going to move to 7-0 on the season. Tigers will get their second loss, end up being 2-2 and 1-2 in the conference, having lost to Newton last week and now DCG this week. Tigers trying to clear it out of the Mustang offensive end. Schmidt has control, tips it over to her teammate now. That's Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith circles out to the middle, trying to get something set up. Poked away by Hofbauer. Smith races to get control. Here comes Glasgow, goes out of bounds off of her. The Tigers will throw it in. 50 seconds left to go in the match. Tigers trying to throw it in to get one last shot at a goal. They throw the ball in. Schmidt gets it, knocked it down, but right back to the Mustangs. Mustangs take play. Forsyth now back to Smith. Smith now on the far side looking for her teammates. Passes it ahead, trying to get to Forsyth, but knocked away by, I believe that was Taja Eicher for the Tigers. Back in the Mustang defensive end. Their defenders playing catch back and forth. They dribble the ball up. 20 seconds left to go. Emma Smith now circling around. Mustangs just trying to play keep away. They get it to the center. One last possible attack here. Here comes Glasgow. She takes a long shot, goes wide out of bounds. There's 6 seconds left. That might do it. Let's see. Nope, they stopped the clock with 4 seconds left to allow a substitution. That is number 24, Emma Suljic, a senior. Going to get some time in. And as soon as this kicked, we'll have 4 seconds left. Ball is kicked out towards the middle. Schmidt watches it go, and that'll do it. That is the match. Your final score, number 2 ranked Dallas Center Grimes lives up to its ranking as they defeat the Grinnell Tigers 5-0 here in girls soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. We'll take a moment here from our great sponsors and bring it back to put a wraps on this Tiger Girls Soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit pollyi'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Pollyi's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before, or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Poly Ice Pizza, West Finch Auto Plaza, Grinnell Mutual, the Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars, the Dairy Barn, and the Grinnell Booster Club. Thank you to all of our sponsors on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Big tip of the hat and salute to those fine sponsors helping us make this broadcast possible. And Dallas Center Grimes comes in ranked number 2 in the state and undefeated, and they leave that way as well with a 5-0 shutout over the Tigers. Again, the Mustangs have allowed only 2 goals in 7 games as they move to 7-0 on the year. Overall, 2-0 in the conference. Tigers fall to 2-2 overall, 1-2 in the conference. Tiger girls' next game is this Thursday, as you said earlier, against Mid-Prairie. That game is at 5:30, but that will be out at Orange Park, as there's a track meet here at TT Crane that night, so that game will be there. We will not be doing that game. Our next Tiger Sports Livestream Network broadcast is next Tuesday the 19th for boys soccer, as I believe the boys are hosting Pella Christian that night.
I think you're correct.
And again, airtime about 5:20, first kick at 5:30. That'll wrap it up here from TT Cranny Field. Final score once again, Mustangs defeat the Tigers 5-0. For Dan Walker, I'm Chris Cheney. Thank you for being with us on this Tuesday night. As we remind you, you're listening to and watching Tiger Girls Soccer on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Good night, everybody.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.